We have Bernard Weiser and Richard from EIPMA, the Entertainment Industry Professional Mentoring Alliance. Let's talk about what you guys do.
Sure. Well, we're a mentoring alliance that is a combo of a lot of member organizations across mostly post-production, but we represent pretty much every aspect of entertainment to help mentor new people coming into our industry, which is almost like a black hole now with the loss of a lot of apprenticeship programs in the last decade. So we try to give advice and help them find a path into this industry, stressing how they need to know themselves, present themselves honestly to be in a better spot to show off their talents. Now, we don't find them jobs, we just give them advice on how to present themselves and such.
Well, that's great, and you come from the industry, so it's, there's a, so when I got into the industry, I'm all self-taught, by the way, so I had mentors like yourselves that kind of coached me into the business since I was about 12 years old. So it's awesome to see this program that you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's vital because networking and getting known is the most important part. Nobody's going to recommend you if they don't know you.
Right.
So how do you present yourself to network, to meet these people, and then build the relationship so they know your work and could actually then take the next step forward?
Got it. And Richard, what's your role in this?
Well, I'm vice president along with Bernard is the president, and for me, it's just giving back what I've acquired through the years and just giving back to to the industry. It's been incredibly fulfilling.
Yeah. So what I always have said, so I consider myself I wrote an article years ago called the new IT director versus the old broadcast engineer. Right. There has to be a respect for where our technology was and where it is today, and there's still a crossover that you have to understand to actually be able to really efficiently do what you do in a career of our business today, correct?
Well, yeah, things are changing so fast. In fact, adaptability is a major thing that we try to explain to people.
Yep.
Also, workflows, it's hugely important today. And it changes, literally project to project, it's different. Mm-hmm. So adaptability, and then learning what's changing, because within months, there's new programs, there's new ways to work, and of course, the terrifying word right now is AI, and how is that going to affect that flow? And it's going to change things, not necessarily for the worse, in fact, mostly for the better.
Right.
But people are still afraid of the potential.
Because they don't understand.
They don't understand it. So I think right now, education of what AI brings is really, really important. And we've been living with it and using it for a long time now. People don't understand that. They're just, from a marketing side, they're talking about AI and what it can do for the business. But for editors, they're afraid of it. It's like, it's going to take away our jobs. Well, no, not really. It's going to help.
It's probably going to organize you more.
But yeah, in organizing it means the crews might get yet even smaller. That's a possibility, but that's the changing industry too. It'll probably open the door for people who get really good at it to have new jobs also. So it's interesting. It's an open discussion.
Right, so let's talk about your partnerships with, say, Avid, with ACE, with AES, those organizations, HPA.
Well, that's the thing, is that we're a makeup of veteran professionals. Mm-hmm. And what I've noticed in the industry is as people get into the second part of their careers, they're not as possessive of their position in the industry. They're comfortable with it, and they have this feeling of, like Richard was saying, of wanting to give back.
Right, doesn't feel like a threat kind of thing.
Right, well, we've all learned a lot of things.
Of the new ones coming in
right.
versus the,
exactly.
You get it, yeah.
And we want to make sure that the things that we've learned, the little tricks and ways to do things, are passed along to the new generation, because we care about the future of our industry, and we don't want that to be lost. There's an idea of to move forward, you have to destroy everything that's been learned, and it's an interesting business concept certainly, but you don't want to throw away the great ideas. You don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater. So what's important to be kept, and that comes through education towards the new people coming into our industry, and mentorship is the best way to do that.
Got it. So what's the recruitment process like?
The recruitment.
So how do they find you? Is there a certain process you take them through to get them on board and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them come to us. Yep. I mean, we have a we have a website that actually we do a lot of podcasts. We've done different theme type of educast, webinars and stuff like that with different subjects.
Right. So I assume maybe you reach out to these organizations you have partnerships
within
from,
the organizations.
And younger folks, they want to, or younger to the industry, they get connected. You get connected that way.
We reach out to a lot of universities,
Okay.
high schools as well. We have a high school We have a high school program,
Yep.
and the university program, and we want to reach out to individuals as well. What we'd like to do is to hook up, but it's been a little bit difficult to hook up with military. With veterans, people coming out of the military. One of my earlier jobs in my career was working with the military,
Yep.
and they have a whole division of great filmmakers. Well, when they come out, they're lost just like everybody else, and how do they get a foothold and show off their talent? We'd love to help with that, too.
Wow. So let's talk about some of the stuff you've been working on, too. Just a quick show off a little bit.
Oh, myself? Well, recently last year I worked with Michael Mann and supervised Ferrari,
Okay.
and co-supervised on Ted Lasso before that.
Wow, that's so cool.
So I was on all three years, and it was great. It's an example that we tell the students as well, is when you have good chemistry, and both those crews, amazing chemistry, everybody got along, and it becomes a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Michael's not always the easiest because he's so into his creativity and story that he puts pressure on people, but it's a good thing. Those are the type of people you want to work with.
He's
It
a
pushes
perfectionist.
you. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it pushes everybody to meet up to his standards and do the best they can. We're very proud of Ferrari.
Yeah.
And on Ted Lasso, it was the same type of thing from top down, this collaboration that everybody had. And we talk about that with our mentorship, is collaboration. You can't do everything yourself.
Right. So that's what's so cool about NAB Show. I get to meet people like you guys. You guys get to meet other folks. It's just amazing, the networking. This is year 14 for me. What is it for you?
Actually, 6 years, I think.
Okay, that's great. How about you?
Well, it's over 15.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, I'm getting old. I've been here 14 years now. I can't believe it. And I thought this was year 1. It felt like yesterday. So thank you so much. Yeah, it's a family event, right? We're all getting together as a industry family and doing our thing.
Exactly. It actually fits into the larger scale of this, even in business. The collaboration and the
Yep.
networking, it all starts with places like this, like NAB.
Exactly. Well, that's why NAB Show is so great. EIPMA, Entertainment Industry Professionals Mentoring Alliance. Go to EIPMA.org, EIPMA.org. Thank you so much, Bernard and Richard. Have a great NAB show.
Thank you.